All right, we're live. Hey, yo, what's goody, all my beautiful people out there in the tube of the U? It's your boy J Nuck over here at Hookah, and welcome to another live unboxing. I know these just seem like they steady come out, and yo, like it's all good. I'm not complaining. But anyways, I'm joined by two guests today. Something a little bit different. It's like a live remix, live unboxing remix. Basically, I did the contest of the caption this picture on Instagram and Facebook, and let me get into Art first. Art won with let me see if I still have it. Basically, his caption was, what was it about Fumari? It was like the Kanye thing. Hey Fumari, what was it exactly? Damn, I'm screwing it up.
It was Yo Fumari. I'm gonna let you finish, but Hayes had the best chai flavor of all time.
And I hope, and then he does the Kanye shrug. And then I hope all of you know what that's from. I think it was MTV Music Awards when Taylor Swift won award for like best female artist or something. Kanye jumps on stage and he's like, "Yo, Taylor, I'm happy for you and all, and I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had the best album of all time." Hands her back the mic and does that and walks off, and it's just like, what? So I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the memes. But I'm also joined by Justin Bussey. He actually won a contest for the prior one, but he wasn't available to come on. So Justin, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, man, and say what's up to the people out there in the tube, but to you.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm also on YouTube, the Hookah Bussy, but nowhere near like this guy we're in here with. Anyway, let's get into your unboxing after you introduce what we're smoking.
All right, all right. So basically, everybody, I'm smoking out of my Sheikah V3 Kamanja today. I got my Goodfella bowl on top, Cloud Lotus, 3 Leonaro coconut coals, tap water in the base with the Thunder Fit hose. This is in the family with the Thunder Dark and the Thunder Pro, and I think there's another one that's out there, but a couple of them that are out there, but fantastic hoses over in Brazil. They do it right with the hose. Hey, but I am smoking on a Nakla mix today. It's going to be 2 apple and miso lemon. Fantastic flavor, and I, hooked it up with a little bit of FML to give it that nice kick. But that's what I'm smoking. Art, what you smoking on, man?
I got my Art Hookah going, and I got my Samsara's bowl on top with the Lotus, 2 titaniums in there. That's all you really need in there, and using my aluminum D hose.
What flavors are you smoking?
My flavors, I got Morangi in there with a little kick of FML because that's the way J Knock likes to rock it.
Hey, I can't even be mad at that. And I see what you did. It's Art smoking out of the Art Hookah. Hey, that's dope. That's fresh.
Of
All right,
course.
Justin. Justin, what are you smoking on today, and what's your setup, man?
Alright, I'm smoking off money, Samson Baklava mixed with some pure vanilla, about 50-50. Got the Goodfella V2 with 3 chronic hookah coals. Smoking out of my, what is this, the KM, oh shoot, I can't remember the name of it is. But anyway, just got water in the base and fancy hose with the tip.
Nice. So these guys know how to smoke. They're doing it right. And first and foremost, man, big thanks to both of you guys for participating and showing mad love and support. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. And I hope that, jumping in the hangs is a small way of showing you guys that I appreciate you for all your support and everything. So thank you very much, guys. So before we get into the actual unboxing, I got a hella shout outs to get to. I'm disappointed in Bro Nizzle, or is it Bro? No, Bearded because he's always the first one in here, and he wasn't today. Tom Stockton comes in at the #1 spot. So big shout out to Tom Stockton. Hey, I don't have my soundboard up. Should I get it up? Let me see if I can pull it up real fast because I want to give him a proper hand clap. So where are we at? All right. So Tom Stockton, big shout out to you. And then big shout out to High on Paul. Big shout out to Brosif. Big shout out to Brian Toy. Who else is in here? Big shout out to Jimmy Dean 1324. Who else do we got in here? Big shout out to Clay Eagle. Got in right on time. Yes, you did, sir. And a big shout out to Brian Shim. He says, finally got to make it to a live stream. Hey, so hey man, welcome to your first live stream live. All right, so I got a little package. I don't know if it's quite that little, but
Okay.
this is gonna be
Little doesn't
interesting.
describe it at all.
Yeah, this is huge. This is actually the biggest package I got ever. So shout out to 5-star Alex and Mary, always holding it down for your boy. And you guys know how this goes now. We pretty much do the unboxing, take a look at what we got, and then it turns into like a Q&A or whatever, and we just kind of have a roundtable discussion about whatever. So I feel like we're gonna have a pretty good live hangs today. We got 2 people in here, so we should have plenty of stuff to talk about. So let's get to the unboxing, and do you guys know what we say when we cut the tape?
It's like butter.
It's like butter. Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so let me finish this butter. All right, this is pretty heavy. This was like 15 pounds, I think they said. Oh my God, I might have to put this down and rearrange because this is huge, and it's gonna be messy. Oh, we got a box within the box, so I'm gonna have to rearrange somehow and get my bed messy. Oh, feel free to talk while I'm over here getting situated, guys. If there's anything you had questions about or anything you want to say.
Oh, FYI, J-Nut, putting that diffuser on this hookah was not fun.
Oh yeah, what kind of diffuser are you rocking?
The Hookah?
Oh, okay. How is that, man? I've only used the Faro diffuser and the Heba.
Well, this one is not made for this kind of stem. By the way,
Oh,
this stem's the Ferroni, oxidized Ferroni.
oh wow.
Yeah, it's not made.
The HEPA diffuser is what I use on all my hookahs.
Yeah, that's what I usually always use, and then I switch to the Faro just to kind of change it up. And they all do the same thing really. So I mean, I don't think there's any advantage. Just whatever fits your stems the best, I guess. So it looks like we got a box within the box. So that's interesting. So we get to do some more butter. It's like butter. Ugh. And this is not everybody thinks it's like a really expensive knife. It's not. This is like a box cutter knife. Like this is really cheap. It costs $7, I think. So the box within the box. Okay, we got some. This is gonna be a hookah, everybody. This looks like a attachment to something, some kind of port. And this is a lot of stuff in here, so bear with me, everybody. This looks like another attachment. And this is wrapped up like this, so I'm assuming this is a glass tip hose. I think I know what this is now. I think this is going to be a Q hookah. Q glass hookah. Oh, wow. Oh my, this thing is huge. Holy crap. Okay, this is going to be the bowl that it comes with, so we'll look at that later. This is ridiculous. I'm like scared right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so much to clean up. I should have another contest and have somebody come over and clean this up for me. That'd be a pretty good prize, no? Dude, do you guys see this? This is huge. Oh my god.
Thing's a lot
It
bigger than
looks
this.
insane.
Oh god, it's heavy. I hope that's everything. I think that's
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
All right, so let me get this open. Pretty cool stuff. Again, big shout out to Alex and Mary, man. I appreciate this. This is awesome. I can't wait to use this and get the review out for you guys and let everybody know how this performs. This is a beautiful piece, man. Holy crap. This is... Check it out, everybody. It comes with a
That is
stand.
unique looking.
This is a Q glass hookah. I think it's a Mod 22. I'm not exactly sure. I have to go back and look. But this is pretty damn sexy. I'm liking this. I'll tell you right off the bat, this is nice and heavy. It feels really sturdy, so that's good. I don't know how this compares to the Art hookah. Art, since you over there rocking your glass. But wow.
I love my art hookah. It's so sturdy.
I wonder where... Okay, so it looks like this is the hose port right here, and I think that attachment sticks in that little hole right there, and then I can attach my hose. And this, it looks like there's like a built-in diffuser to the downstem, so that looks awesome. I know this retails, because I'm pretty sure this is the Mod 22, Q Hookah Mod 22. I think this retails at $3.99. So it's up there with the Art Hookah. How much was the Art Hookah? Art,
I
do you
got it
remember?
on sale when yeah, I got it on sale when it was when what was it? Hookah John, he had a sale, his anniversary sale, so I paid about $250 for it with the tray.
Oh, nice. You got a nice little hookup there. So
Yeah,
there's
it was.
the hookah in comparison to the Kamanja, how they kind of stack up to each other. The bowl just sits right on top of there. Um, let's take a look at the bowl real fast. This is crazy, man. Like, wow. I really didn't expect this, to be honest. Kind of cool.
It's honestly very different looking. I like, how's it gonna seal from the top? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I think that's what this cap right here is. I don't think that goes on the bottom. I think no, I don't know, man. It didn't come with instructions, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out and let y'all know. But here's the bowl that it comes with. If I could get it open.
Does that hookah have the downstem at the bottom? Because I was looking at some of their other ones, and it looks like
It goes up,
the
right?
stems come up.
Yeah, this one's at the bottom for sure.
Yeah.
You feel the water up to about right there. It looks like. Here's the bowl. It's a nice looking bowl, man. The spire looks a little thin, but that's okay.
Looks like a good fella, or
Godfather? Or no?
yeah, the
I don't know.
Godfather. There you go. That's what it looks like.
So that just sits right on there like that. I guess, I don't, does it not need to seal up top? Like, I have no idea what's going on right now. I think this just sits under there. It's supposed to sit on this little casing. Oh my God, this is so heavy. Ugh. Ugh. No, that's not right. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to figure this out. I don't know where this goes. But, yeah, man.
That's gotta seal the top.
Does it go? Oh, this is for the coals.
Try taking the bowl off and then putting that in.
No, there's no hole in here.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like it's made for this bowl. It sits on top and the coals go in there. That's crazy, yo. Like,
Hookah top style.
yeah, exactly. There you go. Hookah top style. That is nuts. So let me get this all pulled out. Holy crap, dude. Oh, sorry for the blank space, everybody. This is just like crazy. So yeah, this definitely fits in here. And then the hose will connect to that. Let's take a look at. Oh, that's sexy, man. Here's the. It's like a aluminum almost, like a matte finish on a metal type hose. So that's pretty legit.
That is slick looking.
Seems like it has a pretty good draw. I don't think I'm gonna need any grommets. I guess it doesn't. You don't need a top, man. Whoa. That's crazy. I don't know if this purges or I'm gonna have to ask Alex about all this, but yeah, I mean it feels like a good draw. I mean, obviously there's no water in here. I can only do so much, but I don't think it purges. But this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have fun with this, and it does fit a mouth tip, so that's cool. But yeah, so that's what we got today, man. You guys have any questions on this or anything you want to know so far? I know we kind of been asking some questions.
Looking at it, like, where does the water go in?
Yeah, so I guess you just throw the water in through the top right here, and I guess you fill it up. I want to say maybe I'll probably follow the rules well, no, because the diffuser goes kind of high, so I'll probably fill it up to the bottom of where this black part is right here, and I'll double check with Alex though, and I'm gonna ask him like exactly what I need to do. But this is a sexy piece, man. It's really heavy. It feels really sturdy. It's beautiful to me. I think it's really sexy, man. I almost, because I kind of have a brown and black theme in my living room, so I think that would be an amazing centerpiece to have just when people come over and they'll be like, what the hell is that, man? So that's pretty dope though. And this is only my third glass hookah. My first two are a little bit smaller. It's The first one I got was a round glass Saturn's Moon, pretty solid hookah, really brittle though. It feels really light. And then my second one was the Spiral Monster, which is a beast, very high quality glass. Um, and Justin joined again. Very high quality glass, and it's a fantastic. It's the biggest draw that of all of my hookahs, the Spyro. And then this is my third one. Obviously, the biggest glass hookah I've ever owned. But this is gonna be awesome, man. I'm curious to see how this goes down. Let me see if there's any thing in the chat. Hi, on Paul says, gotta slide out, y'all. My girl's prego, and I gotta get her some shit. Sucks. I'm gonna miss today's live stream. Can't wait to watch it later. Peace. Hey, Paul, man, congratulations, by the way. And hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. So do your thing, man. Thanks for tuning in while you could. Let's see. Is there any?
Daddy duty always comes first.
Yeah, for sure, Daddy. Hey, respect to that. You got kids, Art?
No, nieces
Okay.
and nephews.
Just same thing then, basically. All right. Somebody said Tom Stockton said it looks like a rocket ship. Shout out DTS Hookah Cho's out there. He said he's miring so hard. Appreciate that, Cho. Shout out Joey Nowak. I don't think I mentioned you the first time. He said stem and bass in one whoop whoop. That's funny. And then Tom's like, oh, only your third. So we don't really have any questions out there right now, but wow. Wow, yeah. So
I actually have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Is that like what is what's holding it up actually made out of aluminum, or what's the material on it?
Yeah, it feels like an aluminum-based metal here. Very sturdy. It's got the three base setup, the tripod almost type of setup, and they're all screwed into this this big black base, which is. Oh, okay. Hold on, dude. I think I see it now. Okay, so what you can't see is where this black piece is. It's like there's a lid. So I think the only stuff that would go in here is like beads or something like that. No water goes in here, or maybe you could put colored water in there. But I guess you pour the water in through this right here, and it fills this up.
Like a hose port?
Yeah, you fill the water up through the hose port, and I believe I probably just fill it up to where the diffuser starts, so it doesn't get too far into there. That's crazy, yo. So yeah, there's like a lid on there. I didn't notice that at first. So yeah, I think I'm sure you having the Art Hookah, you know that they sell like the beads and the rocks, the color rocks to put in there. So I guess that's what you could put in here.
Yeah, I've tried the beads.
How did that work out
cool.
for you?
They work like a diffuser. So I liked them. They're definitely like a diffuser style. You throw them in the base, and then you're essentially going to get like a smooth pull. But what I didn't like is they tend to kind of restrict my draw a little too much.
Really?
So I tend to just throw a HEPA diffuser on my Art Hookah, even though it has a built-in diffuser, just to get a really quiet, smooth pull.
Interesting. So okay. So obviously you have experience with the Art Hookah. Sounds like you've done your fair share of troubleshooting it. I've seen a lot of times where a lot of people don't get good clouds from it, and I think because you know the normal rule of hookah is when you fill up your water just like a ½ inch above, but I feel like the Art Hookah has so much space in there, you have to fill it up with quite a bit more water, correct?
So the tricky part with the Art Hookah is when you don't use a diffuser on it, you're going to get a lot of bubbles, and it's kind of hard to show right now because I got my light on there. But when you don't have a diffuser in there, you pull on it, and you're going to get water splashing up, which sometimes I had trouble going into the hose. So throwing the diffuser on it, I can get it to about ½ an inch right above the diffuser, and I get a really smooth pull, pretty good clouds. I'd say it probably smokes the best out of all my hookahs.
Interesting. So I know a lot of people were knocking it because of that, but the clouds. But it's just all in, as long as you set it up correctly and put the right amount of water in there, you should be fine. About how much water would you say you have to put in yours? I don't know if you've ever measured it out.
Oh man, that's Yeah, that's tough to say. It's a pretty big hookah. Oh man, I can't
Looks
really
like it
see
holds
it.
maybe like almost a gallon,
I wish
no?
I. It's huge, so it's not definitely not a gallon. I'd say maybe like half of a gallon of water in there.
Right on, right on. So, hey Justin, man, did you have any questions thus far, or are you just kind of hanging back enjoying the show, or anything you want to say?
Not really. I just lost connection a few minutes ago, but no, that damn thing definitely looks heavier than your average hookah. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, it's definitely heavy, man. It's
When
a
you talk
really
about
solid
stability
piece.
with that art hookah, it looks like that one's definitely gonna be stable.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely got a great support system in the aluminum style base tripod thing. So that's cool, man. I can't wait. I'm probably gonna smoke out of this tonight, to be honest with you. And
Now, I may have missed it already, but what's holding the actual stem in between the glass?
okay, so I was explaining to everybody. What you can't see is right here where this black piece is. There's actually a lid. So you fill up the water through the hose port right here, and these are like two separate pieces. So the lid is holding that stem in place.
Okay, so the top part's not actually a smoke chamber.
Correct. The top part is just for like decorations, like if you want to
Okay.
throw like beads or maybe even colored water, maybe even ice to cool it
Yeah.
down. That would actually probably be kind of interesting to do. So I have these plastic ice cubes that I use a lot. Sometimes I'll throw them in my Omar violin chiller, and I like that because when they melt, you don't have water and you don't got to be careful with it. You can just pull them out. You know what I mean? It's really clean. It's not messy. So they might look kind of cool in there. Those ice cubes. I'm gonna have to get some more so I could fill it up kind of high. But I'm
Yeah,
hella excited about that.
some
Yeah,
steel
honestly,
cubes, but I was afraid it's gonna break my vase.
With the ice.
Yeah, the steel ice cubes, I was afraid it was gonna break it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. What were you about to say, Art?
I was gonna say, if there's a lid on there between like where the water goes and where the top of the bowl goes, that I would honestly fill that up with water and throw in those beads in there because that would give it a cool look. I love the
Yeah,
look of the beads. It just they restricted my draw way too much.
Is it
yeah.
watertight in between there?
Is it what?
Water and airtight in between the. Okay.
Yeah, the seal in here, it's definitely going to be airtight for sure. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I see like a rubber sealing around there and everything. So that lid is like sealed in there. There's no way you could take that out. So I'm assuming that's going to be airtight. So big shout out to Q Hookah, man. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to review your product. I can't wait to dive into this and see what it can do. Let me check on the chat real quick and see if we got any questions. Um. There we go. Here's a question for you, Art. Brian Toy asks, "How's the aluminum D hose?" I was thinking either that or the Thunder hose. So you kind of told me a little bit about your D hose, man. What do you want to go ahead and relay that to everybody else watching?
So I had a Thunder hose before. I had a Thunder Clear, and I love the draw on it. The draw on the Thunder, I'd say, is probably perfect. Like just restricted enough to where you're gonna get a good pull from it. The D hose aluminum is very, very wide. It's pretty heavy, so my art hookah is sturdy as all. Like I really can't. If I tried, let me see. Like it doesn't really wobble at all. It's pretty sturdy, especially with all the water in there, and so it can actually take it. But if you're using a glass hookah, I really wouldn't recommend the D hose unless you have a really sturdy one. Like you could probably throw one on that Q hookah if you have an adapter for it. But it's really heavy, and I would say get a mouth tip. I was just telling Jay Nuck, I definitely need some mouth tips for for the draw on this because it's way too wide open. It's honestly like breathing.
Nice, nice. I like that. I like that. I was thinking about using my carbon apple on top hose with this. I think that would look very sexy with it. So that's probably going to be the hose that I use with it tonight. The connector piece is kind of similar materials to this, so it should all fit together very clean. But I mean, this is clean too, man. I wanna end up using this, man. This is because this is aluminum, so this is almost like an aluminum D hose, but I don't know, kind of
One thing I want to
crazy.
say real quick.
The hose material on that.
Go ahead,
Go
Art.
ahead, Justin.
All right. The only thing I want to say with D hoses, I just wish they would step up and come out with like an acrylic replacement for the glass that breaks on the normal D hose. I've been broke 4.
They they have one.
They do.
They do. They have an acrylic D-hose. They have a glass, acrylic, and aluminum.
Will the acrylic actually replace the glass that's on the original, or do you have to buy the whole new hose?
I haven't tried the original, but I'm sure if you could go with the aluminum one, the aluminum fits the same one as the glass from what I saw.
Okay.
And then what were you gonna ask me, Art?
The No, what I was gonna ask is what's the material on the hose that came with it, other than the aluminum part? Is it silicone?
Yeah, this is gonna be a silicone. It doesn't seem stiff like the D hose because I also have a D hose, not the aluminum one though. I got the first original one with the glass tip, and it's really stiff. I want to say this is way more pliable. It seems like it's gonna be pretty wide open, and this is a pretty sturdy hookah anyway, so I think the D hose would be fine on here and it wouldn't knock it over. But this is even more pliable than the D hose silicone material for the hose portion. So yeah, this is a well built hose though right here. Like this feels very sturdy and feels good in the hands. I feel like I don't know because I don't really have experience with aluminum hoses like the tips. Does it cool the smoke at all? Because it feels cool to the touch. Do you notice anything like that or not really?
I mean, most of the time I'm throwing mint in there just because I like a cool smoke as it is.
Right.
So I can't really throw too much on just plain regular flavors. It's amazingly cool to the touch when you put it up on your mouth, but it's amazing. What I was gonna throw in, and the reason why I was asking if it was silicone is to anybody looking to buy a silicone hose. If you smoke like I smoke, I throw my hookah on the floor. I don't throw it, obviously, but I just let it sit on the floor. And this thing is a lint magnet, so you're gonna get all kinds of dirt and lint added on here, so you have to rinse it off pretty often.
There you go. There's a nice little pro tip. Yeah, they do actually catch a lot of lint. I've noticed that. So I usually have mine sitting up higher to where they're not hitting the ground, but sometimes I'll blow on my coals and it's like an ash magnet, man. So I definitely get that. Real quick, shout out to Chris Delgadillo. Delgadillo. I hope I said that right. He asked, "What's everyone's take
Hookah
on the?"
enthusiasts.
He says, "What's everyone's take on the Izat as for hookah?" And I've never even seen that. I don't know. Are you guys familiar with that hookah, the Izat as for?
I have not seen that. I have not.
No.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's seen that or heard of it. But if you want to shoot me a link on Facebook, Chris, I'll definitely check it out, and maybe I could throw that into the review pool for 2015. So okay, so now that we kind of got through the unboxing and did some questions on that, I kind of got some questions for you guys. I'll start with you, Justin. How did you first hear about my channel, man?
Oh wow, it's been what 2 years now, so I can't even tell you honestly. I just probably typed in hookah or something like that, and it popped up.
So you've been riding since day one, huh?
$1 million melon. Told you earlier.
Million. That's funny, man, that you brought that up, man, because we were chatting a little bit before the stream started, and he was like, "Man, I remember $1 Million Melon, and that was my first review, and it was so bad." But I was telling Justin, man, like I decided to leave that video up there, just so everybody can see kind of like where it all started and where it's come to since then. And I know some people get discouraged, man, in the beginning. They're like, "Man, I can't get my hookah to smoke right," and they'll just like give up on the hobby. And it's like, just stay with it, watch videos, research, do your research, and just learn about it. And it makes the experience that much better, man. So appreciate that day one support, man. I really do appreciate it. What about you, Art? Oh, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Justin?
No, that's no problem. When you're that good, I gotta watch you.
Hey, I appreciate that. So what about you, Art? How did you first hear about the channel, man?
I'm a little late actually to part of the YouTube of the U clan. I hopped in after I remember I was watching Adam over at Hookah Beyond. Shout out Adam, and he posted one of his videos where you had shouted him out. I think you gave him like reviewer of the month or reviewer of the week, something like that. And after that, that's when I jumped over to the train and started watching some videos over there.
Right on. Hey, whether it's day one or whether it's, day 100, the support is always appreciated. So thanks for joining the ride, man, and coming along. And big shout out to Adam, Hookah and Beyond over there. I see you, dog. I appreciate the traffic. You sent us some traffic my way. Let's see. Another shout out in the chat, Jeffrey Kroll. He says the Art Hookah #1. How long is does the battery last? I'm assuming on your LED. And then the fade color change, how good is it? Can you show us? So I'll leave that to you, Art.
I can actually show you. So I'll throw the fade on there right now.
You got the swag
what
out
I did
remote.
Notice is so it's fading right now. It's actually very smooth. I don't know if the video will do it any justice, but it's very smooth. The batteries on it, if you leave the batteries in there, it definitely eats batteries. So like if I don't use that LED for a while, I find it's still eating through batteries. So I have to swap out batteries like all the time. But what I just figured I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy some of those like Energizer rechargeable AAA's and just use that and pull them out every time I'm done with it.
Nice, very nice. Let me make sure. See, what I'm gonna have to do is I got this little speaker that changes colors, so I'm gonna have to like put this behind here or something. Whenever I don't know how that's gonna work out. Maybe I'll toss it in there. No. But yeah, that's really cool, man. That's a cool feature. I like with the Art Hookah how it has that option for the LED light. Awesome for nighttime smoking and stuff. So basically, you just set it down and set the hookah on top of it, or does it actually sit in there and stay, or?
So there's a concave on the hookah itself, the way it's built. It's kind of hard to show, but the base is it's pretty much flat all around, and it kind of has like this little hole right in the middle where the little part goes under. Now, from what I was told, the LED is waterproof, so you could submerge it if you need to. But with the Art Hookah, you really don't have to. It just sits underneath the base.
Right on, right on. Good information right there. I wonder. I don't even think you could probably fit that in the Art Hookah though, if you wanted to. Could you? Could you get it in there?
No, you can't. You definitely can't.
Okay.
The port on it is way too small, or like where I left it this time.
What was that, Justin? I couldn't quite hear you.
You can put it in the queue.
Yeah, I could maybe slide it down
You
in there.
definitely
That might.
can.
I might have to hit up IKEA and then find some waterproof LEDs to toss in there or something. That would be kind of interesting.
That's how big the LED is. It's. I don't know if you could see it. It's just real small.
Okay. And then it's obviously activated or controlled by the remote.
Yeah, you get this cool little remote. Just basically control the colors. I'm rocking the red though, because showing love to my Bulls, even though they lost.
Hey, my Lakers just beat you guys. Hey.
Yeah, let's.
Welcome back, pal. Welcome back, pal.
We need Dunleavy back in the rotation. He's a core part.
I like you guys' chances out in the East, though, man. I don't know if I'm sold on Cleveland. Like, they're doing their thing right now, though. Lately, they're doing their thing, but I mean, you put 3 stars like that together, which Kevin Love isn't even really getting any PT. He's not getting any burn. But you put 3 stars like that together. Same thing we saw in Miami. Like, you got to give them some time to get used to each other in jail. And I don't know if they'll have that because I know Kevin Love's not happy over there. So he might come back home to LA. But I actually like the Bulls as long as D Rose can stay healthy. I really like what Jimmy Butler's doing. That dude, man, you guys found a diamond in the rough right there. And with the addition of Powell, man, I'm telling you, I know from experience. I watched that dude for a few years through 2 championships, man. And that guy, he's a beast, man. He didn't get his proper due in L.A. We kind of did him dirty, but that's the nature of the business, and our loss is your gain. So hopefully you guys can do something with Powell, and maybe he can lead you guys to a championship, because we're not going to even get in the playoffs anytime soon in LA. So
Hopefully, he's looking back to his old self. So
what about you, Justin? You a basketball fan, man?
No, not at all. Football only. Go Vols.
Go Vols! Tennessee in the house. I know Fletcher's gonna like that. Shout out Fletcher Knoxville and Tyler Stooksbury, the Hookah hipsters. Hookah.tv. Go check them out. Shout out real quick to Il Smitty J. He says I'm wearing clown pants, but whatever. These are just whatever. You don't know about that Jordan Brand stuff yet. Let me see. Chris said he sent me a picture of his Izat. And then he says Lakers since day one. So since you said that, I'm gonna look at it right now. You guys have any questions for me, man? Not necessarily to do with the unboxing, just any questions in general.
I actually had a question. I was watching some of your videos. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Go ahead,
Go
Justin.
ahead. People lag.
I was gonna ask about the glider bowl. I saw you were showing some love on Facebook yesterday to the glider bowl.
Yes,
Is the hype real, bro? Is the hype real?
the hype is real, man. I'll say this. Shout out real quick to Glider Bowl and Elite Hookahs over there. They gave me the opportunity to test this product out, and I believe it's available now. But I'll have more details for you guys on that. But first impressions on the bowl, man. I started it with 3 coals my first time. I smoked out of it twice. And I didn't know what to expect, man. But I got some pretty decent clouds. The flavor was definitely there throughout the life of the first round of coals. I normally don't go more than 1 round of coals unless it's like apple on top. But that first round of coals, man, I had flavor throughout from beginning to end. And like I said, the cloud output was decent with the 3 coals. But then later on that night, I went ahead and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I have a flavor saver, and it has a handle. So basically what I did was just bent that handle to make a spiral circle, and it kind of twisted it a little bit to set it inside the glider bowl. There's a lip, so it fits in there perfectly. And I threw on 4 coals, and I was getting some really, really awesome clouds. I threw a little video up on Facebook on my page. If anybody wants to go check that out, you could find it. But just so you could kind of see how it smokes, I'm definitely going to do a review on it, a full review, and go in depth. But it's basically a silicone bowl. It has a drawer in there with 2 sections in it, and you could just put the same flavor in there. You could put different flavors, mix it up however you want. But you load that up. It holds about 25 grams at the most, and you just slide it in there, and it's basically got an Egyptian-style hole setting, I guess, on the bottom of the drawers, and then the actual bowl down stem is going to be a funnel bowl base. So it's almost like a hybrid type bowl, so that's pretty interesting. Then it comes with a metal screen, but you only have 2 areas of ventilation. So the reason why I wanted to try with the flavor saver is to see if the heat of the 4 coals could be utilized and make it smoke and produce bigger clouds, and it definitely did that. So the only drawback is that you got to use 4 coals. Like Art said, he's only using 2 right now. So if you don't use that many coals, you got to use some extra coals, and it's not really a coal waster, but you're gonna definitely get a better cloud output. I think there's a way you could do 4 coals without using the flavor saver, but I tend to have a problem with metal screens, and my coals always black out. Like it always happens on the apple on top. Flavor saver actually helps you prevent that because it lifts the coals up and it gets that airflow underneath them so they stay lit. So there's just a little tip for all of you out there. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have a full-on out review on the Glider Bowl coming later this year. I'll try to get out as soon as possible since it is a newer product. And, like I said, I'm not sure if it's released quite yet. I know it's going to release soon if it's not already. And I'll try to get that information out to all of you so you could have time to evaluate it and make your decision and decide if you want to purchase it or not. So real quick, another shout out in the chat to Brosif. He says, when is the Dashini hookah coming in for you to review? Brosif, I'm actually not 100% sure. I know one's coming. I'm not sure if it's even been sent out yet. I just got the word that one's going to come. So hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I know Adam and Fletcher are supposed to get some. So we'll definitely have that on Behind the Clouds for sure. Um, okay, Chris asks, what do you guys think of the Predator Bowl versus Vortex Bowls? I'll tell you this right now. I'll go ahead and start off. I'm not a big fan of the Vortex Bowl at all. I used it early on, and then I got introduced to a funnel bowl and never looked back. Although I used to not like Egyptian bowls, and I've recently gone back to them, and I kind of reconnected with the Egyptian bowl, and it's nice to go back to that every once in a while. But we'll go ahead and start with you, Art. Have you ever used the Predator Bowl or Vortex Bowl?
I haven't used a Predator Bowl. It's from what I know, it's very similar to a Harmony, which I had and I loved until it took a spill, unfortunately. But it's very similar from what I remember. The Predator just has a little bit of a lift for the foil. The Vortex, I had a Vortex. That's much like JNUC. That's kind of the first bowl I went to after the Egyptian. And it was definitely something different, but I would say if you can get your hands on a funnel, do a funnel. Any of the Goodfellas, the Harmony, the Alien, which gets a lot of love. And I'm using the Samsars right now, and it's amazing.
All right, and what about you, Justin? Do you have any experience with either bowls?
Yeah, I have experience with the Vortex Bowl. I as well went there after the Egyptian Bowl, and then with the Predator Bowl, I have a Alien Mini funnel, but it's the spire is a little bit high, so when you try and smoke with it, the aluminum foil kind of clogs up on it. And I actually took some aluminum foil and made a like a little bridge that goes across it to raise up the aluminum foil to get the airflow through it, which is basically the same thing as the Predator Bowl. So
Right on. Yeah, I heard that with the Alien Bowls, man. I got a V2, so my I don't have it on right now, but my spire is a little bit lower, and I heard that when they made the V3s that spire was high and was getting caught, like you were saying. So there's a workaround for it, I guess. You could just make a little bridge with some aluminum foil, and that should solve the problem. So that's good to know. That's definitely good to know. Tom Stockton asked, "Did the glider bowl get messy as a hybrid? It looks like it might get drippy." I could tell you, I have smoked out of it twice. Like I mentioned, the first time I smoked haze out of it. The second time I did a mix of pure FML and then the Nakla flavor that I'm smoking today, and I had it wasn't a big mess. I mean, there was a little bit of drippage, um, but I mean, it wasn't like extremely messy or anything crazy. I will say, if you do load like Fomari or something that's a lot more drippy, a more wet tobacco, you might want to pat it down a little bit first. I know I was talking with Justin earlier, and he has the Minzari, and he was kind of talking about pat drying that. Do you just want to kind of go over your experience with the Minzari real fast, Justin? Because I definitely got one on the way, but I haven't smoked out of one before. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your experience?
yeah, my experience with the Minzari is I have two flaws, and those two flaws are really the spire where the tray that holds the coals spire, like you can rotate it up and down to make it closer to the bowl. It needs to be a little bit longer, I would say. It definitely gets really hot on the tobacco, and you'll burn it in no time. And then if you don't pat down your juices, you will regret it. You have to pat your tobacco and get the juice out because it will drip through the holes and get on the coal and just it's nasty smell and flavor and put your coals out. But other than that, when you get it going right and you dry it out, it produces some insane clouds. And the flavor, you can go. I've had, honestly, I've had 4 hour sessions with.
Wow, 4 hours.
Yes.
Holy cow! So I'm excited about that. I mean, I'm not usually one to go for long sessions, but I'm just excited to try the product, man. Um, let's see. Shout out or not shout out questions. Brian Shim, he says, "What are your thoughts on the Hookah John Hookah?" I still haven't seen that video, man, so I need to check that out. Um, will you be ordering one for review? I'm not sure. I'll have to check out the video. From my understanding, it's just a KM hookah, but it's specified for Hookah John. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if any of these guys have any insight on that. Have you seen them, Art?
From what I saw, it's a Chinese-made hookah, and It looks very traditional Egyptian or Turkish style, and it's very uniform looking, which is what's kind of attractive about it. I have a couple of Egyptian hookahs, and you definitely notice the welds on them. That's the kind of the downfall of having handmade products. You're gonna have small little imperfections. And I was watching the video where Sean from Smoker Pass was on it with Hookah John, and it was amazingly uniform. Like you could not see a weld on there. It looks like a single piece, and that's very attractive as far as aesthetics go.
Right on. So I'm gonna have to check this video out, man. I still haven't had a chance to check it out. Another question, Il Smitty J. He says, J Nuck, you wear a lot of hats and beanies. Yeah, man. That's how I get down. What's your honest opinion on the 5-star beanies, comfort and fit? I mean, obviously it looks badass, but is it comfy though? I mean, that's why I like beanies, because I feel like they're a little bit more comfortable, especially for doing things like this where I have to wear headphones. It's just, really easy to, throw it on there, and it's comfortable, and I just think they look fresh. But, yeah, it's comfortable, man. And at first, if you're not used to wearing beanies, it might be a little itchy just because that's how the wool is. But, yeah, it's a fantastic beanie. I highly recommend it. I'll try to get some more colors in to show off to all of you. Have another question in there from Lauren Graves. Shout out Lauren Graves. She says, hey, J-Nuck, where are you from? I'm actually from Texas, born and raised in Texas, but I moved out to Phoenix, Arizona in 2001, right after 9/11. So, yeah, that's where I'm from, and that's where I'm currently located. Now, I actually got a message from Alex over at 5-Star. He saw some of the live streams, so thanks for tuning in, Alex. But he basically sent me some info on like where the purge goes. And okay, where the hose plugs go. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look this over. And oh wow, he said okay, so there's like little openings right here, and you can just rest your hose in there, basically when you're not smoking it, and just set it in there.
That is sick.
That's pretty fresh. I like that. Let's see. The top is an ice chamber, so you can fill it with ice all the way for a cool smoke. Fill water where the bowl sits just above the diffuser. So yeah, where the diffuser starts, that's where you're going to want to fill the water to. And let's see, one more thing. The holes all drilled on the Q hookahs deliver super smooth smoke. So basically he's saying to expect a really nice, clean, smooth smoke from this hookah. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you, Alex, for hitting me up with that information. I definitely wanted to make sure I can, deliver the most information I can in this first look unboxing. I'll have everything down, though, when I come to reviewing this piece, and I'll have all the information that hopefully all of you need to know about it, and could help you decide on whether you want to make a purchase or not. Art, just based off of what you've seen so far, do you think this is something that you see yourself purchasing in the future, or you want to see a little bit more on it?
I need to see a little bit more on it just because it's so different. Like, out of all the things I've seen from coming out of TPC, the Q hookahs were probably the most unique looking. Every year they got something new coming out of there, and that is definitely different. I'd have to see how that works. I'm one of those people who likes to sit back and wait on reviews and wait on feedback, and based off of that, make my purchases basically.
Right on. And what about you, Justin? Do you think this is something you see yourself purchasing, or you need to see a little bit more information on it, or you're not? Glass hookahs aren't really your thing?
Yeah, glass hookahs really aren't my thing just because of the price point. I'm a hookah smoker on a budget.
I got you, man. Hey, man, I was definitely there at 1.2. I want to say real quick, man, Art, you're pretty informational, man. You ever think about getting into reviews?
I've been wanting to, man. You know what? It started with YouTube. That's where all my knowledge comes from. Watching lots and lots of reviews in my free time. I'll just load up a hookah, throw on YouTube, and just watch videos and see what's going on out there. And that's how I get my feedback. So it'd definitely be pretty cool to get back to the community.
Yeah, man. I think you do a good job at it, man. If you want any tips, or if you have any questions, maybe not necessarily today, but you can always reach out to me, man, and I'm always loving to see new reviewers come out and help out the community and contribute. And I just feel like you're pretty knowledgeable, man. You definitely know your stuff, man. I'd be interested if you started a channel, man. I definitely would watch, and I hope you would link me up if you decided to do that, and let me know. You definitely got a Insta subscriber right here already, right off the bat, man. So something to kind of think about. Let that marinate in your head
For
a little
sure,
bit.
thanks.
Yeah, for sure, man. And we've talked before prior to this about, I know you're into music. You're into your music. And I want to ask you, man, what are your thoughts on that the new Rihanna, Kanye, and Paul McCartney song, 4 or 5 Seconds?
I haven't heard it, man. I'm more of a underground hip hop guy. So like right now, I'm big on Logic. He's amazing. He's probably one of my favorite right now coming up. I follow more of the underground, up and coming hip hop than the mainstream. I mean, I still love the mainstream. I still love Kanye, all that good stuff. But I jump on underground first.
Right on, right on. Yeah, that song, 4 or 5 Seconds, man, it's real soulful. It's something different. At first, when I first heard it on the radio, I was like, "Yo, what is this?" Like, I almost thought I was kind of like, "This is bad. Like, why is Kanye trying to sing?" But and when you look beyond that and kind of like dig deeper into the music, it's really soulful, man. And I really appreciate what they're doing. Like, here comes Kanye again with that whole, like how he did in 808s, where he just kind of changed the game and came at a whole different angle on 808s and Heartbreak. I feel like he's coming back to that creative mode again.
That's Kanye. That's Kanye. Kanye will like hit you with something that you've never even seen coming, and at first you're like, what is this? This is not what I'm used to hearing. And then like a couple months later, everybody's bumping it just because by then everybody's caught up.
Yep, exactly. Because Yeezy taught me. Just kidding. Let's see. Lauren asks, "Do you know any reviewers from Chicago?" And then Tom says, "Do it, Art. They're pushing you to do some reviews, man."
Getting love, that's what's up.
Broseph asks, "Can you use any different bowls on the Q hookah?" I imagine you could. I don't know though. I mean, I don't think I'd want to use a different bowl than this because this just looks really sexy. But I would imagine you could. It looks like you can. You probably just need a grommet. But yeah, I think you could use other bowls. So I think we're coming close to an end. We're pushing just below an hour. So I want to thank both Art, and I know you have your name Arturo on there. I hope I'm not like disrespecting you. I hope you don't mind me calling you Art.
No, art works.
Okay, perfect. All right. So I appreciate Art and Justin coming on here to hang out with me. And again, I appreciate your support and then your participation and all the stuff that I, put out there. It really means a lot because, there's some times where I'll throw some stuff out there and nobody participates and it just kind of sucks, man. That's a sucky feeling. So I appreciate you guys staying involved in the channel. And again, all the love and support. It means so much. And it lets me know that I'm not doing this for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, people are actually watching and people are learning. I get comments all the time and messages of people saying, "Thank you so much for, doing what you do. I've learned so much from your channel." And that's what it's all about. And I'm still learning too. Like, I don't consider myself a pro by any means, and I say this a lot, but I'm still learning every day too. I learn from you guys. I'm learning stuff from Art right now about the Art hookah that I had no idea, and I'm probably going to learn some stuff about the Q hookah from him. So it's just a really, that's what it's all about in the community. Just everybody helping each other out and everybody, having a hand in it and pitching in and giving back to the community. So with that being said, you guys want to close with anything? I'll go ahead and start with you, Justin. Is there anything you want to say in closing, or maybe any questions you thought of?
No, just back on what you were just saying. Supporting everybody is where it's at. Because people don't think, but all this smoking bans and stuff, it's all going against us as well. They all refer to this as the same thing as cigarettes and stuff. So we got to stay in it, or we're going to lose it.
Well said, well said. And Art, is there anything you wanted to close with, or any questions you might have had, or anything?
There is something I wanted to close with. I actually told you this. I got a suggestion for you, bro. Every time I watch your unboxings, you always hit me with the same thing. and I have the perfect track. We were talking about music. I have the perfect track for you. Every time you open up your box, you gotta hit them with this song. You might not hear it because I'm rocking a Bluetooth right now, but I'm gonna try. Let's see if I can get it.
It's like butter, baby. It's like butter. It's like butter, baby. It's like butter.
It's like butter.
Hey, that's dope. Yeah, you're gonna have to shoot me a link on the IMs later on with that. I'm gonna have to find out a way to incorporate that. Yes, it's like butter. That was sick. That was so.
The old intro song where you made it.
Right on. Well, my hookah's dying out a little bit.
That's Tribe, man. That's Tribe.
Tribe. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so my hookah's dying out a little bit, but I'm gonna try to take you all out properly. But thanks everybody in the chat room and everybody that's not watching live. I appreciate your support too. That's been the unboxing. I don't know if I have any more unboxings coming soon, but on the next one, I mean, expect the same thing. And I got some more. I got tons of reviews coming. So again, thanks to Art and Justin for hanging out with me on this unboxing. You guys made it fun, man. Thanks for not leaving me all bored, because after I unbox it, then it's just like, well, what do I do now? And I had you guys to talk to, so that's dope. So, another thing, I started doing like some more. I'm gonna try to do some more vlogs on the channel. I don't know how you guys felt about that. Hopefully you enjoyed it and thought it was entertaining. But I was just having some fun before I logged into work, and I want to do more stuff like that. So, real quick, you guys got an opinion on that? Was that okay, or should I cut that, or?
I mean, like I said, at the end of the night, I'll load up a hookah, throw on YouTube, and just watch YouTube videos. I noticed DTS Hookah Cho over there is starting to do the vlogs too. So I mean, anything hookah related, I'll throw on and watch. So as long as you're putting up content, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. I appreciate it all because I know how hard it is to do it, and you do it so well. But it's a lot of work going in and making a video.
Hey, I appreciate that, fellas. And so that's going to do it. This thing is dead. I was going to try to take you all out properly, but I mean, I'll prove it to you. I got like no smoke, so I'm just going to take you out with deuces. So thanks again for tuning in, everybody. Stay tuned for more vlogs and reviews and hopefully some more live unboxings. So I will see you all on the next one. For all the guys here, I'm J Nuck over here at Hookah Nucka, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces. Mwah! Oh, I should have had my finger on the broadcast. Ah!